Hey YouTube, this is my coming out video. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. Around 11 or 12 in middle school, I definitely realized that I was attracted to both men and women. Middle school was already a shitstorm and I didn't want to add to it. So I just focused on fitting in and getting good grades and making new friends. And then flash forward to my sophomore year in high school, I actually came out to a few close friends. I went to a Catholic high school, so I wasn't sure how they would take it, but they all were all extremely supportive and they were my rocks at that time, and I don't regret anything at that point. And then one of those friends actually ended up setting me on a blind date with the guy who would soon to become my first boyfriend. And so I started dating him. We went, to movies and studied and just hung out. And on the flip side, I was lying to my parents and saying, oh, I'm gonna go study with so-and-so, or I'm gonna go to a movie with her, I'll be back at this time. And I just started to feel wrong about lying to them so much. And I'm not sure, how much they picked up on it. It seemed like after a couple months they did pick up that I wasn't being completely honest with them. As a parent, I'm sure you know when your kid's lying to you. And I just didn't feel good about it, but I kept doing it because I didn't know what else to do, and it didn't feel like there was anything else I could do at that point in time. And so I took this boyfriend boating one weekend. He decided to wear a rainbow colored anklet, which I didn't notice until the end of the day. And I'm ashamed that I definitely panicked and I freaked out, and I was like, oh shit, do my parents see that? Do they know? And I felt attacked by it, and it was weird. Looking back on it, it's weird to know that I felt that way. And I kept expecting when we were leaving for my parents to confront me about that, but they didn't. And a couple weeks passed, and then I was driving with my dad, and he just flat out was like, so is so-and-so gay? He's like, I saw him wearing a rainbow colored anklet. I kind of assumed based on the way he acted. And are you gay? And I was just so taken aback that my knee-jerk reaction was, no, I'm not, and he's not, and why would you think that? And I just don't want to talk about this right now. And so we didn't. And a couple more weeks passed, and I just felt ready. I don't know what it was about that particular day, but I walked into the kitchen. Both my parents were standing there. It was late. They were about ready to go to bed. And I said, hey, I need to talk to you guys right now. And they said, okay, what's up? And I didn't really know what I was gonna say, and I didn't know what to say. So I kind of just blurted it all out and said, hey, I'm bisexual. I have a boyfriend. I have been lying to you. I'm really sorry. And immediately the color just kind of flushed out of their faces, and it was hard. There was a lot of tears, and I didn't expect the reaction that I got. The tears weren't because I was getting kicked out or because my parents hated me, which is what I was afraid of, honestly. And I think that they'd be sad to hear that, but I knew people that had happened to, and so I was prepared for the worst. But they were just sad that I was gonna have to go through so much over my life just for being out, and they were worried about how people would treat me. Would I be denied jobs because of my sexual orientation? What would my future look like? Certainly it wasn't the future that they thought, where they wouldn't have to worry about anything. And so I think that really surprised them, and they weren't ready to accept me at that point in time. And so throughout college, I continued to press them on LGBTQ issues, and asked them what they thought. And the more that I talked to them about it, the more receptive they were. And to this day, they know I have a boyfriend. They accept me, they love me. I would say to anyone who's thinking of coming out, if you feel like it's your time, then it is your time. And you'll know when you're ready to come out. You'll just start to feel like, you have something to say. You feel that you just need to get it off your chest. And you'll know. It'll come whenever. And when it does come, I would say act on it and reach out to those around you. Reach out to those who you look up to, whether it's via social media, in person, whatever is your support system. Just make sure you have one, and your life is going to get so much better just from coming out. And I promise, even though if it's not great right now, it will get better. If your parents don't react well or friends don't react in the way that you thought they would, life will get better. There are those who care about you. And if you need someone, reach out to me. Reach out via social media. Reach out to other people who are out, and they'll be there for you. We all know what it was like to come out, and you're constantly coming out. And that's life, Just be you. You're the best you can be. And so I just really want to take this moment to thank anyone who's tuned in. Please, if you need something, just reach out, and thank you for watching.